Boom, boom, boom. Focus on your A game. What's up, everybody? This is DTM Delta Tango Mike. And it is time for day 7, the final day of preparation. We've taken 7 days to prepare to go live every day in the month of May live stream challenge. Now, that is a challenge that I'm willing to take on myself. I am in no way forcing you to do the same. That's okay if you can. If you cannot, is no stress, no worries. Just go ahead and do what you can and see how you like it. The 31 days of live streaming starts on May 1st and it goes for the full month of May. And I intend to go live every day, even if it's for 10 minutes. I am actually going to aim for my streams to be way less than 30 minutes, way less than an hour long streams that I have been doing this whole week. Um, but the goal is to get familiar with your equipment, get familiar with your preparation and checklist so that you can go live and use video production, video live streaming for the benefit of your brand. This is all for you. And after the 31 days, after May is over and you've gone live several times, then you don't need me. You don't need to talk to me. You don't need to ask me anything, even though you can. You should always reach out anytime you want to. But you won't need me because you'll be so familiar, so comfortable going live that you'll be on the internet all the time. That is the goal here. So this whole month of May is it's about you starting your journey into live streaming. And this whole past week, starting this past Sunday all the way to today, Saturday, is 7 days. I have shared my most popular online tools, low price gear, and art business resources to get started. Uh, the key is to figure out the ways that you can share what you know. And if you don't know what you know, then share your journey learning what you want to know. And we all rise by lifting each other. The challenge is open to all visual creatives of all disciplines. Everyone is invited to participate. Everybody. It doesn't matter what you do, what you're about. Even if you're not an artist and you want to take the challenge, go for it. There are links in the description of the video that will take you to the Discord. You can join the Discord and access some of these resources that I'm sharing. I will also encourage you to drop a link to your live stream in the Discord so that we can either see it before when you go live if you give us a heads up, or watch the replay so we can all support each other on this journey. I also encourage you to try out streaming to Facebook by joining the Art is King Facebook group page, and there you can stream to our group and feel free to work on your experience, work on your techniques, work on your run of show so that later on you can stream wherever you want to, and we'll have already taken the time to work together on getting your skills to level up. So this challenge is open to all. Follow the links in the description of this video for more resources and tips. Always find me here, behance.net/ the creative genius. For the show notes is artisking.org/blog. And for applying to stream on Behance, there is a link right there so you can go ahead and apply to stream to Behance. Some of us already stream to Behance for fun, and that is to me the one place out of anywhere you can stream to, that one place where definitely you have a community of people who are about the art. So it's there's nothing um you don't have to like fight through the noise to get people to see you, because this is all about the artists, all about the visual people. And I'm just checking here. Okay, it looks good. Everything is fine, and my microphone sounds good. Visual people, and I'm gonna talk about my microphone in a second. All right, let's get to it, Dan. What are we here to do? What's going on? Well, big ups to Misty and Odari for joining me already in the Behance. Odari is already in the Discord. You can join us in the Discord and watch the stream as it happens and listen in from Discord, or you can join us on Behance or wherever you see this video. All right, so let's get to it. What's going on? So we're going to talk about the run of shows, streaming checklist, show notes, and then social media promotion and marketing. And so these are it's like a full-time job. Yes, it is like a full-time job because there's a whole lot of moving parts that you kind of want to be uh, aware of and check off and do so that it gives your streams, your content that much more of an opportunity to become successful, well known, and part of the community that you want to help build up. So just going live by itself, it's helpful, but if no one knows you're there, then how are you going to grow? So there's a whole lot of little things that we want to check on. Everything that I'm going to describe right now is going to be on the show notes at artistking.org/blog. It's on the blog. Ooh, man, I lost that last little bit right there. All right, so let's start with the pre-show streaming checklist. And as a matter of fact, this is all pre-show and social sharing, and that didn't do the after show. So this is the after show. Let me see. Let me see if I can do this. Do that. There it is. That says 8. It should say 1. I don't know. What did I do? That is, there it is. That's 2. Okay, got it. Boom. There it is. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Post show. Okay, I need to write that down. Sorry. Post show. Social sharing, tagging and tagging. Oh, there it is. Tag your guest. And bam, I was adding notes, adding to my notes right before I went live, so I'm still doing that now. Okay, so what are some of the things that we need to do when we're getting ready for our show? Top of the list above all is to get into your creative zone. The creative zone can be getting your favorite drink. In my case, it's coffee. Make sure that you have a comfortable chair. How do you say chair? This chair is beautiful. It's a little pricey, but it's a good chair. Look at it. Nice. Look at that. Ooh. It's a like a silly orthopedic. What do you call those things? It's a beauty rest chair. It's super soft and amazing. And if I'm not sitting down when I'm streaming, then what I'm doing is standing up in my other streaming setup. So you got to be comfortable, right? But a lot of times my standing setup is for short streams that are an hour or less because standing up after a while you get tired of it. You want to sit down or move around back and forth. And part of you getting into your creative zone may be sketching a little bit. Sometimes you just need to break out your drawing pencil, your drawing pen, and sketching. So that way, you already have the creativity flowing. There we go. This is my desk. Boom. I got my iPad. Oh, I need to go ahead and sync my pencil to my iPad. Here is my Surface. Sometimes you do just need to find a moment, get creative, and bam, next thing you know, you're in your zone and you're ready to go. Fortunately for me, I do have a home office, so anytime I step into my office, I'm already in my zone. I have all this creative stuff, all this hats. I got my hats, my headphones, my PlayStation, my drawing materials. Like it's all in here, and I sit down and like, yes, it's like superpowers. You get those superpowers. But but get into your creative zone. All right. Second thing to keep in mind for the pre-show streaming checklist is your internet connection. Test that you have a strong connection on your device. Wired is better. This Surface right here, it actually has a hub back here in the back, and you can't see it. There it is. There's the hub, and on this hub is a Ethernet connection. On this computer that I'm streaming with, it is connected to the internet through a wire, so it has an internet connection. Um, So whenever you use a wired connection, then your stream is gonna be that much smoother and stronger and less issues or hiccups. Because when it's on Wi-Fi routers have a trouble. Wi-Fi signals have trouble getting across the house, getting through walls, and so you wanna limit those type of connectivity issues by making sure that your devices are wires. Turn off unnecessary devices, laptops, gaming consoles, and anything that is tying up your internet. That way, you don't have interference from other devices. Now, of course, I do have fiber internet. I already told my wife next time we go anywhere, I need to have fiber. So I do have a fiber device behind my Oculus Rift controllers, and so it is super fast internet, and I don't have connectivity issues. But still, sometimes if you overload the network and have too many devices that are on, it's happened because I have a ton of devices, and if I need them all, there's connectivity issues, and they start interfering with each other. So turn them off if you don't need it, those devices. Turn them off. And I actually have a couple iPhones here that I think they're off. They should be off. Anyways, the third thing is restart your computer and check for updates. Always, always, always try to see if your computer has any updates. If you're on a PC, there's going to be a little icon on the bottom right corner where all the little notifications are, and it will tell you that there is an update that your computer needs. Handle that before. Turn on your computer, check for updates an hour or two before you need it, because what you don't want is that in the middle of your stream the computer just starts to shut down and restart, and now you've lost your stream. People don't know what happened, what's going on, and it's just your computer doing regular maintenance things. Control your computer. It is your job to control your computers, your devices. Check the settings, check your updates times. There's a way to set when does your device update outside of your regular working hours. So that way there are no issues and no surprises. Control your computer. All right, so there we go. That's dealing with the internet connection, streaming app preparation. We're still talking about computers. Uh, Turn on your computer and also check your streaming app is working. When I'm streaming with and let me go ahead and pull that up. When I'm streaming on the iPad or the Mac, I have the option of streaming with Cinemaker. There it is, Cinemaker. I can start a session and so on. Let's turn it on. Check your devices that they're working. There we go. That's the iPhone. Come on, iPhone. Jeez. And there it is. Don't wait till the last minute like I just did. Boom. There's a connectivity notification right there. Bam. Come on. Turn on my device. Boom. There it is. Oh snap. It's working. It's working. Let's go ahead and look at myself. Come on, get rid of that. It's a connectivity issue, which is brought on by not having a wired connection to this iPad. iPad is connected through wireless or Wi-Fi. So in any case, make sure that your streaming app is working. Test it. This, you can tell right here that I'm not logged in into this app right here. So I'm glad I started it before I needed it. I opened the app before I needed it. I go and log in into my account. There it is. I can start typing in my login info so that there are no surprises when I need to go live. That is super important. So go ahead and check that your apps are working. Equipment, connect your devices, iPhones, webcams, microphones, and then start testing. Like right now, I have that overhead camera. It's working. There it is. It's right there. It's an iPhone. That is an iPhone that is connected through ether, the lightning cord to that computer, and I use this app called NDI. I'm able to show my screen. I wish it wasn't so crooked, but it's a little crooked, and I can get up and fix it. Come on. I thought I had it right. I thought I had it right. There we go. Bam. There it is. That's right. That's right. So now it's straight. It's a little straight. It's still crooked, but at least you don't see the edge of the table. Boom. And so connect all of the things and start testing, which I'm going to talk about the microphone in a minute, but I tested this microphone that I'm wearing right now. And let me double check that it sounds right. Somebody would have told me. I tested this microphone that I'm wearing. Oh, it's right not too now. Bad. Yeah, that's okay. It's my usual whiny voice. And I tested that I could hear, and so I have some headphones right here in my ear. And so you gotta connect things, start testing, and see that things work. The next thing to do is to check your overlays. Make sure you have the correct hashtag. Sometimes I forget my hashtag and I just go live and it's like, oh, I'm supposed to change that hashtag right there. Well, today I changed it. Make sure it says focus on your A game. And make sure it says Delta Tango Mike. Make sure it has, even though these logos don't belong in this stream, I should have a different lower third. And I'm going to pay attention to that starting tomorrow, day 1, May 1st, day 1 of our 31-day challenge. So make sure that all of the things that you need for your stream are included. Like I got the overhead, I got the DTM and art, and this is my screen that I'm sharing right now. I don't need to share it. There's nothing here but that my show notes. So, but no matter what screen I change into, what scene I change into, the content that you see is dealing with what I'm talking about. So, double check that those things are working for you, and picture-in-picture options. Make sure your picture-in-picture options are working. So I have myself in here. Let me see if I can just turn that a little bit. There you go. That's just a little bit, maybe a little bit more. There it is. That's better. There it is. That's better. I'm centered. I'm good right here. Bam. I got my headspace. Remember that. And then on that side is my content that I'm sharing. Overhead. There it is. I'm in the spot. I'm in the shot. And then there's my overhead shot. That's a picture in picture. Don't forget that pretty face for streaming says RB. That's right. And here I am. So make sure all the different scenes and sources are connecting and working. Boom. Okay, and now let's double check on our equipment. The next thing to double check is our equipment. Set up and test your equipment at least 1 hour. You should be doing all of this 1 hour before the show. And sometimes you do have to restart your computer to help troubleshoot any issues. Anything that's not working, anything that is not showing up correct, go ahead and restart it. Anytime I close this app, OBS, my camera will reset. And when I turn it on again, this camera I'm looking at, this webcam, will try to compensate for low light. Even though it's not a low light, because the bottom of this background should be darker, it takes it as, well, there's not enough light, and so then it'll start to overexpose the video, and so I have to make adjustments and clean it up myself. So those are the things that you want to do way before you need to go live, so that you can double check your settings, double check that everything is working the way it should before you go live. Make sure, first thing I like to do is turn on my lights. I need to make sure I have my lights where they need to be. I do have 2 permanent lights on this side. I have 1 permanent light right here that's shining light on my desk. So when I get really close, everything gets real shiny. And if I get a little bit too far, the light is not as strong because their lights are aimed at me right here. Those lights are aimed right here. I have another big light that's kind of shining way past me so that you can see some of them boom boxes. Then I have another light right here that's blue, that's just shining on the globe right here. And I can turn on this light. I need to. Well, I would in the daytime, but because it's at nighttime, I would turn on this light. But because it's daytime, I have the advantage of backlight from those windows. So double check and where your lights are shining. Make sure they're working. Make sure they're on. If they run off of batteries, charge your batteries the night before. Just plug them in, go to bed. Next morning, they'll be ready to go. Camera. Check that the camera has enough light to see you. Make sure the camera is aimed at the right place, like I just, and make sure it's straight. Let me go ahead right here. Boom. So I fixed the angle of that camera, and let's move some of these things out of the way. Look at that. Just clean up a little bit. Bam. And I can just drop this down right there. But then of course there's a light, that overhead light. Let's drop that one down. There we go. Yes, I need to fix this because I changed tape. So there. Once you set up your camera, make sure that you have that you can see exactly what it is that you want people to see. And that includes the background, making sure your backgrounds are cleaned up. Remove any objects. That's the wrong one. There it is. Remove any objects that are distracting, that distract people. There we go, right there. Come on, there it is. Bam. That are distracting, right? So I still have a bit of extra things, and there's some little bit of junk back there, and that's because my grandchildren leave their toys around here, and so those are a few little things. You can see the power plug right there. So I don't like that. Those are little things that are a little bit distracting, which then, what I like to do then is organize, because I'm using software. I can change. Oops, that's not it. That's not the one. Let's see. Come on. Come on. There it is. Is that it? No, not that one. Come on. There it is. Come on. Where is it? DTM shot. There we go. Boom. I can go like this and like that. Okay, and I'm the focus. I am the center of attention now. Bam, look at this. This is cool. Oh, yeah. And you're like, damn, that looks little. Look, but whenever there are things that you can't just get rid of, then resize your camera and clean the lens and resize your active shot, your frame, resize your frame. Boom. Blame it on the grandkids. That's right, Misty. The grandkids. Oh my gosh, you don't want to see my granddaughter. And so now this looks good, right? So now I still have a little bit of headroom right here, right? The edges of my bookshelves are right there. I could probably get rid of that extra space right there. That would make it better. Boom. Let's go ahead and try that. Not you. Let's go this one. There it is. Bam! There goes Darth Vader to the edge of madness. There it is. And that's a little bit better. Look at that. A little bit better. Nice. I like it. I like it. Uh-huh. Yeah, and so check your frame. Let's see. Check the camera's enough light. Uh Clean the lens. Let me go ahead and fix this. And resize your frame. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Boom. All right, let's go here. That's it. Got it. Cameras, phones, and webcams. There we go. Bam. Okay, so moving on to the last two parts of your equipment, and that is the microphone. So let me talk about my microphone. How could I do this? That's the overhead. Well, I have a microphone. It's right here, actually. There it is. Let's go ahead and pull it off and do it on the overhead camera, which is not that bright. And check that. And I usually change the overhead camera light. So there's one mistake I made, but there it is, right? There's the microphone. I have a lav microphone, and it's got a little clip, so I can clip it to my clothes. All right, there's the clip, and I clip it to my shirt. This lav microphone comes with a battery pack, and so you sometimes you need that battery pack to connect to a smartphone, or no camera or sometimes you need the turn not use the camera pack, depending on what device you're connecting this lav microphone. And it has a headphone jack on the other side. The headphone jack is connected to a a USB audio splitter that then goes into the computer. And this is how I am capturing audio. I put that little battery pack in my pocket so that then I only have this much bit of wire left. And then I can clip the microphone right here. And boom, we got good clean audio. And no matter where I move, it's capturing the audio. right? And that's super cool because sometimes I don't like having to deal with this microphone right here. Even though I like it, I enjoy this microphone. I really like my microphone, and I like the stand that it's in. It's on a desk stand, and so on. I can move it up and down and make lots of adjustments. Sometimes I get tired of it sitting like this right here, and it's in my way. And then I need to move my arm on other parts of the desk, and instead of being able to reach my mouse, I am stuck with this base of the microphone, and it's kind of in the way. I don't like that. Odaris says, I need that. Yes, you too, bro. You too. And so today I told myself, you know what? I'm not gonna use the USB microphone, and I'm going to go ahead and grab that microphone that I use on my professional setup. So this is a microphone that you want to use when you're doing professional videos, because you need to keep your hands clear, and because you don't want that microphone sitting right there in front of your face, hiding your face. I mean, unless you're cool with that. It's up to you, depending on what you want. And then again, my headphones. So, I got the headphones on. This is some little Lenovo headphones. They were pretty cheap. They were like 30 bucks. And so I got those. I do have my Apple headphones. There it is. Come on, camera. Catch up. Catch up. There it is. I do have some AirPods and stuff, and I have several pairs because one pair Apple sent me because I bought the iPad. Another pair I got when I bought them straight up, and then another pair I got them because on a trade. So I ended up with 3 pairs of AirPods. So go ahead and put on some AirPods, some headphones, so that you can hear people in the Discord anytime. Right now, Otari's there in the Discord. Anytime we have people in the Discord and they're talking to me, I can hear them because I make sure that I have some headphones. And I like different kinds of headphones depending on what I'm doing. If I'm wearing my glasses, I don't like wearing these headphones because then they start to dig on the side of my head with the pressure. They add pressure to my glasses that then adds pressure to my head. I don't like that. Or if I'm moving my glasses back and forth because I'm taking them off and I'm putting them back on, then it makes it really tough to squeeze them onto my head. Or if I have a hat on, there's different reasons why you would want to go from regular headphones to the earbuds, and Odaira says I use it JBL earbuds, and that's cool. And I am going to tell you one piece of advice that Tom LaRock gave to me a while back. It was to use wired headphones. Use wired headphones, because these headphones that I have on, they're gonna last me an hour, maybe 2 hours. And my live streams sometimes last 3 to 4 hours. And so if I plan to go live for a long time, like on Wednesday, my Wednesday streams are after over 2 hours long, then these earbuds, they're not gonna have enough battery life to last the whole stream. And so it's happened before where in the middle of the stream, the battery just starts to die. I start to lose connectivity. And so then I have to, in the middle of the stream, switch out the headphones that I'm using. And that just kind of interrupts the flow. There's called technical difficulties. So it's better if you have wired headphones, so that then you're not worried about battery life. Yes, that's the last thing to worry about is battery life. Okay, so moving on. Yeah, I use my wired headphones in every stream. Good job, old darling. That's right. So let's moving on. Okay, so topic part number 5 of pre-show streaming is to have an outline of your topic and support bullet points. So I have that here right now. Look, these are my outlines for my topics. Suzanne, how you doing? Says I need new headphones. Yes. Oh man, I'm addicted to headphones and hats. Headphones, hats, and backpacks and devices. So I have a lot of addictions. I'm sorry. But I buy headphones. I found some for $50. They were JBL, and they turn out to not to be that great, but they're okay. Overall, all in all, they're not bad headphones, and they have the little microphone thing sticking out, and they're plugged. They have a plug. They come with a plug, so I really like those kind of headphones. Anyways, moving on, the notes, show notes. Have an outline of your topic and support bullet points of your topic, supporting bullet points. Let's go ahead and type it in like that. Links to share during the stream, and then and text copy for your blog. Bam. So that's what you need to have when you're ready to go, right before you go live, is show notes. Show notes. Show notes. My show notes are gonna be a little bit non-traditional, because my show notes are gonna be in Adobe Illustrator. Right now, that's where they live for the 31 days of live streaming. So every day I have a topic that I want to talk about, and so I have an Illustrator file that I've been building with a sentence or keywords that will tell me, that will give me the idea of what I wish to see. We have to see you is one of those days. We rise by lifting others. Share what you know. These are my show notes. Protect your neck, kid. All right, Art Biz is a business. Those are my show notes, and I'm gonna use this Illustrator file, number one, as a post every day. I post this every day, and that's what I talk about during the stream and when I'm live. But I post every day on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on the blog. Bam! So that way, we know what I'm talking about. We know what the topic of the day is, but we also have, for me, a note as to what did I think that I was going to say. And I don't need to have all of this text. However, I already have some of the text that I'm going to share, and that's all the way at the very top right here. Boom, I got the links to the Discord, the Artist King Facebook group, the links to the YouTube channel, to Behance, and how to apply to Behance, plus some shout outs to Tom LaRock for the intro music, and D7A's for the intro video, plus some hashtags and a little quote that I came up with that says, "Art goes where the artist takes it." So have those notes ready before you go live, so that once you go live, you can also use some of that text in the body of your video and to share it after. And I'm going to talk about what you do after the show. And we're nearing the 37-minute mark. Okay. Boom. All right. So there it is. Have an outline of your topic, supporting bullet points. Bullet points. There it is. Links to share. Links. There it is. Links and text copy for text copy. Let's just write that like that. Boom. I'll fill that out a little bit after more once we're done streaming. Now let's talk about what happens during the show. Now everybody has a different type of show, different type of live stream, different type of a setup, and it's up to you to find the one that works for you. What do you like to talk about? What is it that attracts you when you're watching a live stream? What are you familiar with? When I started my podcast years ago, I uh, I paid attention to a lot of other podcasts, right? I was listening to other podcasts, and they would have the little jingle, they would have a little intro, some sponsors. Then you get to talking, and then they have the goodbyes, the sponsors again, and some links and calls to action. And so that became my run of show. I was like, I like that. That's how I want to present my content, and I started to create the jingle, the voiceover parts. I had my daughters and my wife, and I grabbed the phone, and I would start the recorder app, and I asked my daughters to say "Art is King" podcast. I say, go ahead and you say, "Welcome to the Artist King podcast," and they said it, and I have the recordings of my two daughters and my wife saying, "Welcome to the Artist King podcast." And and my wife, she's done professional voiceover, so hers sounded really smooth. And then my daughters, they're like, "Welcome to the Artist King podcast." And so basically, I started because I kind of had an idea of how I wanted my show to run, to be like. I started collecting some of these elements. And 2 years ago, when we started live streaming on Behance, I slowly started to put together an idea of how I wanted my live streams to go. And that meant I was watching a lot of other people's live streams. This is how I found my setting by watching other artists, watching other streamers, and paying attention. Like, I like their background. Oh, I like what they did right there. Oh, I like how they stand there and they talking. I like how they got some purple stuff, some blue stuff. I like how they organize this and organize that. How could I do that? What is it that I need to do to level up and get that going that way? And so you have to study other streams, other podcasts, other content creators to go ahead and get familiar to what you like. And whatever you like, then that's what you start making. Don't concern yourself with what's popular, what's popping, who's doing what, what's more common. No, 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 no. Go for what you like. Start with that. So some of the things to think about when coming up with your run of show is the stream intro. A year ago, Tom sent me the music, and I added it to the stream. It was like, great, that's going to be a live stream intro video. Um, uh, music, video. So that became the music. Then I was D78 a year ago sent me made that intro video. Her and her partner put together the intro video, and uh, and then breathe. Let me see. I'm trying to type this while I'm thinking of it. And so then D7A's made that video and sent it to me. It's like, and I asked her, can I use that for my intro? She said, yeah. Boom. That's how I got that intro video in my live streams. Bree's been working on some voiceovers and sent me a voiceover introducing the show. What are we gonna do today, Dan? We're gonna take over the world. We're gonna do what we do every day, and that is to take over the world, one drawing at a time. So she sent me that, and I added it to my run of show. So start thinking about all these little elements that you can add to spice up your show. Somebody said yesterday they mentioned transitions. So when you move from one scene to the other, some artists and some streamers have a transition. They have this cool little animation that happens, like, and then you move on to the next scene. That's cool if that's what you want. I try to stick with the things that I know I can do, or things that I've been given that I say, you know what, it doesn't take me much to add that to my show. If you are qualified for those things, go for it. Another thing that I've heard recently is the VTuber stuff. You can have an animated character instead of you being the person they're talking. You can have an animated character doing the talking for you. As you move and talk, they move and talk. Like, what if that's something that you can do and add to your stream? Go ahead and do it. Odari says, same here. Just do the things that you are comfortable doing for your stream. So your running show should include some of those things there. Uh, when you start your show and you start talking, welcome your live viewers. Say what's up. Make your watchers feel appreciated. Like when I started streaming, I said people's names. And right now, when people leave a comment, I will mention the name, except when I was in the middle of a particular thing that I needed to say and get out. I saw RB show up, but when RB says, don't forget the pretty face was streaming too, I mentioned that. Misty said, blaming it on the grandkids, so I mentioned that. Odari keeps leaving comments in the chat. I'll go ahead and respond to it. SLP Price then showed up. Then Ned, welcome, welcome. And then Odari says, yes, I remember when I first started streaming, it looks a lot different now. Going back to doing the things that you can do to add to your stream little by little. And Axel says, don't say my name. That's all good, Axel. That's cool. And so that helps bring everybody together and feels more like a community and conversation than a presentation. We don't do presentations. That's not what, unless that's what you want. I'm more about a community conversation. So make sure you welcome your live streamers. Share your agenda. What are you going to talk about? What are we going to what are we to expect during today's live stream? Sometimes people make that the first thing out the gate when they go live. Drop the agenda. Tell us, give us a little idea of what we're going to share today. That way, for those who are watching the replay, as soon as they start the video, they don't have to wait 5-10 minutes to get to the topic at hand. Within the first 10 seconds, they hear what's it about. They're like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go ahead and listen to this. And then they'll sit through the first 10 minutes or skip over and get to where you're actually talking about the topic. But share the agenda. Let us all know what are we going to learn or talk about here today. Then remember to look at the camera. I do that a lot. I am looking side to side. I'm checking messages. Hey, Adobe Live, says Odari. I did see that the little thumbs up go across the screen on Behance because now we are the featured streamers, because I'm pretty sure whoever else was streaming at this time is gone. But when I'm not addressing things that are happening, I'm looking at this camera here right now. I'm looking right at it. And by me looking at the camera right now, then you feel like I'm looking at you and that we're having this conversation. Look at the camera. I'm already thinking, I've been thinking about this for a while, of getting one of those, what do you think, call those things that you put in front of your camera so you can see words and things. I forgot the word. In any case, I've been thinking about that because, like, sometimes when I'm looking at my notes and I want to say certain things a certain way or read it off, I don't want to read it off by looking to the side. I don't want to look at it right at the camera. Auto cue says Garrett. I think that sounds right, but there's a word, there's a name. Those things are called something. Oh, Diary says, look at me. Teleprompter. That's correct. It's a teleprompter. Yep, teleprompter. Thank you, Misty. Thank you, SLP Price. And Gareth was on the right track. Auto cue teleprompter. And that way, when you're looking for something, that can be a monitor, and it just has to look. It has to be backwards because it has to reflect on the glass, and then you see the reflection of the glass, and behind the glass is the camera. And so I already bought way too much stuff. I have a lot of things, and I'm spending some money. I spent some money today, and so that's just more things that if you feel is gonna be effective, then go for it. The kind of teleprompter I want is over $200, and I just spent over almost $200 on a hub for the Mac Mini, so I gotta slow down, right? But that is an idea so that you can look at the camera. Please, please, please try to look at the camera. All right, so and then eventually you get to the topic at hand, say what you need to say, and move on. By the time you get over to the end, that's right. I need time clock. Time clock is good. I used to have one over here. I do have a clock over there, but I also have another clock on the other side of the room. And of course, we have a clock on our computer, so I'm always paying attention. And I can see how long I've been live. I've been live for too long. I thought today, oh, I'm going to make it 30 minutes. We're at the 48-minute mark right now. Thank you very much, SLP Price. Odari says DTM is rich. You're rich, Odari. We want your stuff. We want to play with your toys. At the end of your live stream, you want to give some thank yous. Give a shout out to anyone who leaves a comment in the chat or joins you in the Discord. That's right. Give those props to your community. Right now I have Gareth and Odari in the Discord. I can see I have some screens right here in front of me. I can see what's happening. I can see the comments left on Facebook by Suzanne. How you doing? Odari, SLP Price, Danette are on Behance with Misty, Gareth, Axel. Give him a shout out. Thank you for leaving a comment. Thank you for stopping by. RB was in the house. It's like a rap song. It's like at the end of a rap song, right? You could just get some shout outs and make everybody feel included and like they're part of this thing. Invite them, which goes into the last part, and that is the call to action. Call to action. It's like and subscribe. leave a thumbs up. What is it called here in the Behance? Thanks, Dan. We'll watch the replay. You're welcome, Gareth. There's leave a thumbs up and appreciation. That's what it's called on Behance. Leave a like on the video here on Facebook, like and subscribe on YouTube, whatever. Make sure you have a call to action so that those who spend some time watching this, they have something they can follow up with. You can include them somewhere and or and make them feel like this is an actual community, a real community. My call to actions uh, are are to go ahead and join the Discord for the discussions. There's a link in the description of this video. Check out the Artist King Facebook group so that you can stream to it. Bam! And in that way, those of you who've been here on the stream can then follow or join the next step into this challenge, right? That's what we want. We want a call to action. Odari says chat ends up being your regular peoples and we all watch each other. Super cool. That's correct. And on that note, Odari and Gareth, Tamika are and Bliss. I haven't seen her right on today's stream, but they are the people that always are joining me in my streams, and they are streamers too. So we give each other a shout out and say, hey, go watch that streamer right there. Bam. So I always include a call to action. And Suzanne says, I try and be organized, but I'm not. That happens. That happens. And oh Lord, Discord, I cannot get my Discord together. Well, reach out to me, get in touch, send me a message. Let's talk about it. Join me on a different stream, and we can talk about how to set up your Discord, how to understand how Discord works. And there it goes. So Dari, dropping the link of the Discord on the chat. Let me go ahead and make sure you guys check out the chat in Behance or the description of this video for the link to the Discord. And let me tell you, I started the Discord a year ago. It was 2021, and I was very unfamiliar with what is it about, what is there to do there. I don't get it. I don't understand, but now I think we're pretty well versed in how to make it work for us and build our community. So take the time to figure it out and let us know if you have any questions. All right, the last things I want to share with you now is what happens after the show. Once it's over, once I say goodbye, once I click on the scene that says catch you on the flip side, what happens next? Well, what happens next is I go ahead and share on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter an image and links to where you can find the replay. Just because the stream is over doesn't mean the connecting with people in your community is over. That's just one part. You've done the hardest part of streaming. Now comes some of that passive stuff that you can do on your free time. And that is grabbing the link to the stream, dropping it on your Facebook, what do you call it when update, and what's on your mind then says Facebook, boom, drop it into the, it's not an update, I forget what it's called, all my words, I don't remember the words. In any case, you go ahead and add the link to your Facebook post, drop a picture in it, tell people what happened, and boom, share it. You can do that a month after, a week after, a year after. As a matter of fact, a couple days ago on Facebook and Twitter, I shared a link to my live stream from last year's March live stream when I minted my first NFT. And so once the stream is over, you still can stream it, can share it over and over and over again later on. A second thing you can do for after the show is update your blog with the show notes and embed the video from Behance or YouTube. That's what I do. artistking.org/blog. Boom, you go to that link. It shows you all the streams that I've done this week, along with the show notes and embedded video of each stream. So you don't have to go anywhere. You just find all those things right there in one place. Bam. And last thing you can do, or one more thing you can do, because there's a ton of things you can do, but the last thing I want to mention is update your portfolio to show the new project you just shared on the live stream. Sometimes I do that. As soon as I finish an illustration and I'm done with the drawing, what I like to do is go ahead, sometimes while I'm still streaming, I go ahead and update the Behance portfolio. So that way, whenever folks are done watching, they and remember and want to follow the links, they can see that, oh, there's that new drawing that I just saw live. Like, yes, they look at the portfolio or my Instagram post. They're like, I saw Dan making that today. Yes, yes, those are a few things that you can do after the show. And last thing is tag your guests so they can see your post where they were just featured. That's right. Give your guests a chance to go ahead and reshare that, replay that content so that it can live on forever on the internet. That's all I have for you today. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. I gave everybody a shout out already. Welcome to my streams. Welcome to your next challenge. It is the Focus on Your A Game live streaming challenge. We're going live streaming challenge for artists starts May 1st all the way to May 31. That is 31 days of live streaming. And this past week has been about sharing the most popular online tools, low price gear, and business resources to get started. Focus on sharing what you know, share your journey, and the only way we rise is by lifting others. That's what this challenge is about. Check the links in the description of the video so you can check us out into the Discord and we can have some discussion sessions. I'm already in the A game stream channel right now. We have a live stream challenge channel where I update all the content that I have shared so far. And if you want to try out streaming for yourself, then go ahead, join the Artist King Facebook group so that you can stream to it. Bam. Thank you, Odari, for thanking everyone. Focus on your A game. Focus on your art game. I like that. I like that. And I will see you around in the month of May. Talk to you later. I am DTM. Peace out.